Alright guys, so I want to make a video on some of your snowmobiles. Like when we first got into snowmobiling, guys, it's been probably 25 years ago, but anyways, the neighbor down the road here, his grandson bought a snowmobile. It was a little 340 enticer, Yamaha enticer, and they couldn't figure out. He got it gave to him, and whoever gave it to him must have forgot to give him an important part for that sled, and they couldn't figure out why they couldn't get any spark. There was no spark coming out of the sled, and back then, guys, I didn't know nothing about snowmobiles, and but anyways, I went down there to see if I could help him figure it out, and that's kind of how I got hooked into snowmobile. Was my neighbor down the road here, his grandson. He was pretty young at the time, and it was his first snowmobile, and they could not figure out why they was not getting any spark. They thought maybe not the coil. Well, they ended up changing the coil on it, and thought maybe it was the stator was no good in it. And so I went down there, tried to help them figure out, guys, what it was. And what it had, guys, it had one of these here, what they call a tether or whatever, however you pronounce it. It had this sticking out, and it had that little button there, guys. And I said, I was down there, and I said, I pushed that button in. I said, now crank that sled over once, and let's see what happens. Well, as soon as I pushed that button in, there's a little button there, guys, and they had spark. So then we did a little more investigating there, guys, and we come to find out it was a Tether, T-A-E-T-H-E-R, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And it was missing this cord here. And so I got on the internet, and we ended up getting a cord for it. After we did some research on it, we found out it was a safety device for the sled, and this just fits on there like that, guys. And then this here clip, it clips to your snowmobile jacket or your gloves or whatever you can clip it to on yourself. This way, guys, if you fall off the sled, guys, it will just pop that out and it will kill the motor. And guys, we did not know, and they worked on that sled several weekends trying to figure out, why it wasn't getting any spark, and was just about ready to tear into the to replace the stator in it. And got real lucky on that. I was down there and helped them figure it out. So I wanted to throw that video out there, guys. If you got a sled, you come across a sled and you can't figure out, you ain't getting no spark, and you got one of these tethers on here, safety device, make sure you got the cord to it, guys. Make sure you get the cord port. The guy that gave him the sled, he did some work for him, and but he must have forgot to give him this here tether switch or whatever, and so we just thought there was something majorly wrong with the sled. It wasn't getting no spark, but it was actually just missing this cord right here. And once we got the cord, and we pulled the carburetor off, cleaned it up real good, and by golly, once we got that cord back on there, guys, he had himself a working snowmobile. So wanted to throw that video out there, guys. Maybe you come across a sled with that same issue, and you're not sure. Maybe you're just getting into snowmobiling, and you come across one of these here, guys, and you don't know what it's for, that's what it's for, guys. It's a tether safety device for your snowmobile. Like I said, this way you hook this up to your, I usually just hook it up to my jacket, my snowmobile jacket. And this way, if I would get thrown off the sled or something, you know, coming into a corner and slide off the seat or something like that, guys, I got this safety device on here so we don't have a runaway sled. They're kind of nice to have there. And this sled here didn't come with that. I ended up installing that myself. I did a little research on the internet, and basically all it does, you got some wiring down here, and the wiring I can't remember for sure, but I think it ties into this here. Somehow it ties into this kill switch right here. So when this thing is off, when that's unplugged like that, guys, it won't start because it can't get no spark. So something you want to, maybe like I said, you're new to snowmobiling and you come across a sled that ain't got no spark and it's got one of these, but it's missing the cord, guys. That would be your problem right there. You're missing your cord for your tether switch, and you won't get no spark without that. So thought I'd throw that video out there. That's something we come across. Like I said, it's probably 25 years ago when I first got into snowmobiling, and it was just my neighbor down the road here. Like I said, his grandson ended up getting the little 340 enticer, and he didn't have that. They didn't have that cord on there, and they worked on that thing trying to figure it out, and had me go down there one day. I went down there and started messing around and try to help them figure it out why it wouldn't start or why they wasn't getting any spark. And like I said, I just happened to see this thing here, and I thought, I wonder what that button there is for. So then I pushed that button in and had the guy crank it over, and voila, we had spark. So we knew there was something that went there, but we wasn't for sure exactly what it was. But anyways, we did finally get it figured out, and he was a happy camper after we got that sled going for him. And he rode that sled for a couple years and ended up then he got into a bigger snowmobile, and then eventually I ended up getting into snowmobiling with him, and that's how I got into the snowmobiling. But was working on that first sled he had was a 340 enticer, and then I ended up buying a sled just a couple miles from my house, which was an old Arctic Jag 340, and rode that for I think one winter, and then I ended up upgrading to a 440 SS Yamaha, and I really kind of missed that sled. That was a really nice sled. If you got that sled stuck, it was real easy to get it unstuck because it was super lightweight, and it was a nice snowmobile. It was an air-cooled snowmobile, and then eventually I ended up buying another sled, the VMAX 600 there. I think it was a 96. Or no, it was a 94. I ended up getting a 94 VMAX 600. Had electric start on it. And that was a real good sled there. And then ended up getting this 97. And then I bought a 99, and I ended up buying another 99 VMAX XX 700s. And we've had these for several years now. But anyways, guys, I thought I'd throw that video out there for you on one of them sleds you come across. Maybe you're new to snowmobiling, and you come across a sled that ain't got spark, and you're missing that tether switch right there. Make sure you got that cord there, guys, and that will get you back up and running there, guys. So Like I said, we try to get these videos out, one video a week there, of something, you know, helping people out. Try to get a video out late Sunday night, early Monday morning there, once a week there, guys. So hopefully that can help somebody out there. It's just getting into snowmobiling and is having some issue with the spark. So that'll wrap this video up, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next video.